Greetings. So back in the lab, aka garden, and I'm going to be growing some sunflower greens. So I'm going to be sharing different ideas for folks to grow from wherever you are, even if you're in a small apartment. Yeah, and these don't even need any grow lights. So sunflower greens are really expensive in the shop, in the food co-op, in the health food stores. Maybe the food co-op is a little less. Um, but I'm going to be using today some simple trays. These are like super duper inexpensive trays, and I'm using things that you can find around. So this is another tray of sunflower greens, but no, this is buckwheat. So this is actually the buckwheat groat, and when they say groat, it still has the hull on it. So this one you can see a little more brown, but I just covered it with some dirt, with a light, very light covering of soil. And these containers you can find around, right? And then here's some more sunflower seeds. So these don't usually need dirt covering them. The buckwheat do. So this is a pretty like basic technique, but some things need just like a little bit of a covering. So if you make them nice and dark, um, then I'm going to put a weight on top of them, and so that the sprouts will grow nice and strong, and then they'll push up, and then eventually I'll take the top off of them. But these you can find inexpensively raw, not toasted, because if they're toasted, they're kind of dead. They're not going to sprout if you cook them or boil them. So I'm working with these. Buckwheat gives you a really beautiful lettuce, or like microgreens. These are super nutritious, and this is one of the favorites for people that like sprouts. These are some spelt berries. Spelt is like a primitive form of wheat. It's not so tampered with like a lot of the GMO wheat. And these, many people use these for, some people just use a hard winter wheat berry for wheatgrass. I'm going to try my hand at sprouting these, because this is the more primitive form, so it's not as tampered with. And I have some kale. Kale works nice if you germinate it. And then some of the seeds that I... Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Yeah, you planting? You planting? Huh? Oh, well, you got to get some containers. Recycle some containers so you can plant. All right, then. Good to see you. So this is cilantro, the seed. So the cilantro doesn't look like this at first, but then when it goes to seed, the shape changes, right? And I have some other peppers and things that I've saved and old things. So a lot of these things that are dry, you can get them to grow. Be mindful, if you have long nails, they usually will all break off. Hey, greetings. So again, this is the cilantro seed. So I have quite a few of these because the garden is turning over. It's going through another cycle. So these and my hot peppers, I'm saving these. So a lot of these are all from the garden. We haven't bought any hot peppers in a long time. So I'll save these and I'll dry the seeds, and these I can replant. And when I get a big harvest, I can make a lot of hot sauce, right? So, and then these are my little system. I'm always coming up with my little systems to hold on to the peppers and preserve them, because then I'll have seeds all over the place drying, and then we'll have like a mess of fruit flies. But these are from the yellow Scotch bonnet pepper, or my grandma Lou's favorite pepper. And then I've saved some bell pepper seeds too. That's a lot of seeds, right? So I just mark them, and then the brown paper will absorb a lot of the moisture so that I can keep them, right? So those I'm about to sprout. So 1, 2, and then I think I will show you. I think I showed earlier what they look like. I would say so. I'm going to show you what some look like that have sprouted already. Before it rains here. So this is some arugula, but and these greens are like, these are doing so good. But these are some other ones that have sprouted. So I just gave some to someone that gave me some pallets, right? They're kind of like pallets that are not, all of these didn't sprout, but many of them did. These will give me nice big sunflowers. So I'm going to replant some of these, and some of these I want to plant them more evenly, so that I tried a different method of creating a greenhouse by taping together old Ziplocs. I'm here, so I'm always experimenting. And not all of these busted. I don't know if some of these, if the birds ate some of these or what. But these will give me nice big sunflowers. And last year, I got a whole bunch of huge, big, juicy sunflower seeds out of the actual plant. And these are some old sesame seeds that are here. I don't know if you can see these. Let me just try. Then I got some spinach. I'm replanting things. And I think I mentioned earlier, these are the berries. I can replant these. This is a different variety of spinach. This is a climbing spinach. This has gotten so heavy, my sticks have fallen over. This dirt is not really deep. So again, this is a very small space. So I'm just being creative with a small space. And I don't have raised beds here, but I've made mounds of dirt. And then all my new little okra are popping up great. So again, these are from seeds of okra that we ate and we dried. So, and you'll see my other little coconut shells. And everything else is doing pretty good too. So those are the latest projects. All right, so I'm gonna get back to planting and I'll share along the way. Oh, so last thing is I'm gonna cover these up and I'm gonna put some weights on top of them. I'm gonna put weights on top, maybe some water. I don't have any bricks handy, but that's so that the sprouts underneath, they'll grow very strong and they'll eventually push the top up off of them. So all of these I'm gonna cover with another piece of a tray. So again, these are really inexpensive trays you can find like at a discount store. And this is one way that you can grow some food, right? And I mean, these are really some of the most delicious of the greens, are the sunflower and the buckwheat lettuce. Right? So if you have questions and are interested in growing, let me know. All right, create a great day.